So this beautiful pair of blue trousers that I also inherited from my mother, because it is actually the only way of upcycling things nowadays because all the shops are closed. Pandemic life. There's a questionable white stain on that trouser leg. So I'm obviously going to crop them, and I'm going to take them in at the side because they are a little big. So I take them in on the right side and also the left side. And I am going to slim them down at the sides as well so they fit me a little better. I already have a pair of loose-fitting blue shorts at home. I don't really like having two of the same thing in my wardrobe, even if they are different colours, and these aren't even different colours. So I will be making them ever so slightly more fitted. At some point in my life, I am going to invest in a dress form because honestly, pinning stuff on myself is not the most enjoyable thing I've ever done. But I proceeded and ended up with two trouser legs pinned similarly down each side. Next thing I needed to do was decide where I was going to cut. And there seemed about right, enough for me to cut it off and then also fold it over twice because, well, I could. I've got enough material. So I cut it in half on one side and then I flipped the excess over to the other side so that I would be able to get an even amount on either side, which honestly, I've never done before. And I'm super proud of myself for actually taking note of the YouTube tutorials that I watch and doing it correctly. Round of applause for Tamsin. So now I've got these two bottom halves of the trousers, and I haven't really at this point decided what I'm going to do with them. I'm obviously going to cut them in half because I need to lay them flat in order to do something with them. The hem is quite wide, and if the hem isn't hollow, I will make it hollow in order to pass some sort of elastic through it because, let's face it, that's what I do. I make tunnels and then put elastic through things because I don't like tailoring things. It takes too long and honestly, effort. So here are the two pieces of material and I kind of just stare at them for a while and try and figure out what to do with them. This is the point I obviously realise what I'm going to do with them. I do go forth and I sew the two sides together. Okay, we will sew the top, but first we are going to go back to the shorts. This is right side out. I have sewn down the side. What I'm going to do now is cut away the excess here. There's not much of it, but I'm going to cut away about half of it. And then I'm going to turn it inside out and sew back along that line to create a French seam. Because apparently that's what a French seam is. Have I Googled it? No. Am I guessing? Yes. But I think that's right. One thing I can recommend, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you cut your material with a pair of scissors that you didn't accidentally break. I'm really sorry, Mum. I'm going to go and press these because I feel like it's going to make my life easier if I do. So I sewed the shorts the right way round and now I've turned them inside out and I sew them down either side so that when I turn them the right way round again, I have a nice pair of shorts. And then I roll them up from the bottom twice to create a nice cuff. First time to hide the rough edges and the second time to just make them shorter because shorts. So I was just trying this on. And this looks super cute. I like that a lot. And I have enough material to like wrap it all the way around. And there's even some left over for me to create straps. However, my body's about to change quite significantly in this area. And now I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough material to cover that significant change. So it might be just a case of putting some elastic through, because I have elastic to fit through here. Might just be a case of threading elastic through here and then making that into a elasticated thing that can go up here, and then I'll elasticate the bottom as well. These have turned out great. I'm gonna double hem this so that it turns into a turn up and I'll hem the top here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll see you when I've had a couple of additions to my life. I sewed the channel to put elastic through, and I managed to make the top hem, or what was the bottom hem, into a nice channel as well. I think I just finangled around the edges and did a bit of seam unripping, and it worked out great. And then I put through some nice thick elastic so that it'll cling to my body, and then I sewed, I don't know why I'm indicating all the way along there and then all the way down here. Maybe I'm saying that's where I've sewed elastic, which isn't. I've only attached elastic right at the back so that the front half of the top looks smooth and the back half is the only part that is elasticated. But I do end up sewing down that side and sealing it all in, and sealing in the bottom of the elastic where that's going. So it ends up looking like this, obviously without the elastic, but then I add that in later. And once I do add that in, it really comes together. I am such a fan of this little two-piece. The shorts fit so well, and the shorts I can wear with other things, as well as the top, actually. This is the great thing about CO-ORD sets, is they are so many outfits within 2 pieces of clothing, and I will forever be obsessed with CO-ORDs. So yes, super pleased with the way this one turned out.